You ever see something on YouTube and then you just go down this rabbit hole, and before you know it, you have an entire collection of things that you haven't showed any interest in since you were a kid? Yep, I did that. Thank you, Vukum. Thank you, Moses, Trax NYC, and pretty much everyone in New York who is on the wave of creating content and in the watch business and jewelry business. Thank you for this. Because now I'm focused on creating some content and learning some things along the way. This is gonna help get me into sales. This is gonna help me with some business and create some systems. What's up, little lady? Ah. Oh. Wow, child. Ah. Getting wild. And this interest is really what got me set on the systems and realizing that I need to have systems in place. So this is what I've created so far, and I'm just getting started, but I want to capture it along the way. Boom, basic spreadsheet, inventory. Want to know what I got, how much I paid for it, and if I'm committed to holding or what I'm invested in it. So really basic here. I'll also have it paired with Notion, which is pretty sweet. So it's just, you know, paired with this, like my catalog shows the original pictures from the post where I got it, and what I paid for it is kind of a backup screenshot there. And this is very new to me. A couple of these I got on a deal for free. Some of them I picked up with no real knowledge, just kind of watching YouTube, seeing what information is being given out there, utilizing that to my advantage, I think, and also pairing it with AI to see what it thinks about that. So now we are going to try and sell some things on eBay and test our skills and see if we can create a little side hustle. But this is what got me thinking, you need systems in your life, and everything's pretty much led from there. I've kind of put this on the back burner, and I just go where I'm inspired. I'm just going where the energy's going, and I'm trying to capture my algorithm, which is really just creating my system and my process and figuring out what I'm gonna highlight on and focus on. So right now, we're focused on starting a little watch flipping section for the channel. If this is something that you're interested in, definitely follow along. And if you have any input or you have any advice or you have any kind of education on any of these pieces, or if I'm like way off or like way overpriced or way underpriced or anything, could you let me know? Because I definitely don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of going off AI, and we all know how that goes right now in 2026. So check out this watch that I'm working on for the first one. This is actually the first watch that I picked up too. Yeah, this watch has seen more life than me. That alone is worth something. We're gonna have a little piece in here that highlights kind of the history and where this watch comes from and all that information that I can find on it. I absolutely fell in love with this piece. I actually thought about keeping it, but the point of this is to challenge myself and to create something and to share it. I paid 30 bucks for this watch from an older gentleman who I believe was Ukrainian. Not entirely sure, but those were the vibes I was getting. He was speaking another language on the phone too. So, real cool guy. Like I said, this watch is older than me. So was the guy I bought it from. I paid 30 bucks for it. I'm looking to double my profit, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark it up a little bit. And I think I'm gonna go for like $84.97, and then we'll accept somewhere around $65 to $70. And we'll see what it looks like from there. I think if this watch was serviced, it could definitely pull a little bit more. It runs for about 24 to 36 hours, and then it looks like it needs to be restarted. But I haven't ran it that much because I don't really want to wear out the internals without it being serviced properly. And that's also way out of my expertise or my budget right now, so we're not going to do that.
That's my egg right now.
That's your egg right now? Whoa. Bingo's holding on. Wow. Totally nar. High five.
I'm kicking you.
You kicking me?
Then.
What? Ugh.
Run.
It's time to run.
Come on.
You told me to run. So yeah, I'm really excited about this watch. Let's hop into some knowledge and some education.
All right now, like I said, this isn't no ordinary watch. This isn't a Timex that you pick up from the Wally world, if you know what I'm saying. This is a Wyler Incaflex, probably from the 1940s, 1950s era is what we're thinking on the education channel. Back then, most watches would break when you dropped them. That's when Wyler came out with this thing called Incaflex, which is basically an early protective shock system. Protect you from the shock waves. That way this baby could survive real life. Now you notice it says waterproof. That's not what it means.
That's not the same today as it meant back then.
It was more like resistant to life, not a swimming pool. And the coolest part, this one still runs, still operates. Just needs a little servicing, a little cleaning up. Out of my expertise, somebody's gonna clean this part up here, polish it real nice, I have no doubt. And that's kind of the point. We are reviving a piece of history, baby. We are bringing a piece of life into action. This isn't buying perfection, this is buying a piece of history. It still works, still functioning. The more I talk about this thing, the more I want to put it in my collection. I mean, you are older than me. Still functional and smooth. Operational. Majestic even. Let me see. Would you look at it? They actually wore smaller watches back then. They was often wearing some, super fly fresh tuxedos. Not really tuxedos, maybe like a suit. Slim, casual, gonna be on the golf course today. Maybe we're heading out on the night. I don't know. I really like this. I really like this vibe. It's simple. Things were elegant back then. This is something special. You guys, we are in prime time. Opportunity. We've been spotted. Go away! I've been told to go away. This means it's time to get stuff done. Okay, now that we've taken the time for this super sweet listing, we're in the finish line. Look at this freaking, don't skip steps, guys. I'm making the eBay listing and the ChatGPTs just told me I need to get the size of the watch. So I gotta get my handy dandy calipies. And sometimes you really wanna skip steps because it's easier, to be honest. You're like, who cares what size the freaking watch is? Somebody does care. And like the homie said, if you haven't gathered yet, I call ChatGPT the homie. But anyways, like the homie said, if I take this one extra step and I use these calipies, what it does is, hey, this is prime time vintage. This earns and deserves to be in front of everyone so that everyone may see what we're working on and what we're trying to sell and who we're trying to get it to. So without further ado, let us onward to our mission. Guys. Wow. Look at this. Look at all these freaking options. I had no idea. This eBay business, I'm still missing so many things. Ooh, so many things. Look, generated by yours truly. The homie, ChatGPT. $69.99, gonna accept $65. Okay, if you see this is a cheat code. Okay. Shipping only, they're gonna be paying for that. That's gonna be on them, not me. Buyer pays that. Whew. And there you have it. The first one completed. We've got all of the hurdles hurdled. Now it's just time to get this out there to somebody magical. And stay tuned, there'll be a part 2 where I go over what we did with this sell and how much it sold for. So stay tuned and on the lookout for that, and maybe we'll do another watch on the next video. Or maybe I'll be looking at a bag, or maybe I'll be looking at life and pondering. Whatever, stay beautiful.